Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for July 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th, Monday through Thursday. Now, this is just the introduction. Just let's get that really clear. This is just the introduction. It will be seen on all the videos. So if you want to just jump ahead, if you cross watch, if you do your rising, ascending, moon, Jupiter, Venus, Mercury, whatever that is, if you cross watch, go down right there to the description and I'll have a little timestamp where you can bypass the introduction. Now, hope you watch it at least one time. I think it has some good information. Anyway, I am going to be using for the main readings, I will be using my Radley Valentine Archangel Power Tarot cards. I will be using Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards and my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. For this, I do an overview. I do a general reading. I tell you what's going on for the introduction. I tell you what's going on in the stars, help you to maybe make some determinations. You can comment, let me know. But I will be using my Waite Rider Traditional Tarot and my Colette Baron Reed The Good Tarot. Now, a couple of things. I have prayed. I have meditated. I have infused all the decks with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I am an intuitive channeler. What that means is I open myself to higher power, to God, Holy Spirit, and ask that whatever comes through be, reach the person it needs to reach, and that it be true and caring and loving, okay, and helpful too. Now, let's see what we've got going on here. I'm going to take my notes because we have the full moon coming up. The full moon will be in Capricorn, and that will be July 13th. I didn't put the time up here. Why didn't I do that? Maybe that's up here somewhere. July 13th, full moon at 2:37 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, you can adjust that to your own time period. Now, the interesting thing about the full moon is there will be some other planetary energies going on. This is Capricorn. Remember, we have Pluto in Capricorn. Capricorn wants wants to solidify things. Capricorn wants to build things. But Pluto has been in Capricorn for since 2008. It will be going in 2023. It will be bouncing back and forth between Aquarius and Capricorn, and then in 2024 it goes into Aquarius, where there's a lot of social and technology positive and hopefully positive energies, and then it stays there for about 20 years. So it's an interesting time because, like I said, Capricorn wants to build, but Pluto is about destruction, is about transformation, is about tearing things down in order for them to be rebuilt. And we do have Saturn. This is Saturn in Aquarius. When is that? Has that been since 2020? Or was it 2019? It was like December 2020? Okay, 2020, December 2020. And Saturn in Aquarius, I have been saying all along, has been about illusion versus reality. What we believe to be true versus what really is truth. So that really aligns very well with what's going on. So as Pluto is trying to tear things down, Capricorn has this, pushing energy, trying to move things forward. But Pluto is saying, no, it has to come all down in order for the truth to be revealed, in order for illusion to be destroyed, in order for something new to be rebuilt. Okay, the reason I bring that up, and if you've been following me, you know I've been talking about that. But the reason I'm bringing that up is that when the full moon will be on the 13th. Now, numbers are important. They can be used for dark energies or light energies. So we put our energies, we make them light. We go for that positive, and we need to really stay in the light energies, especially around this full moon. Because the number 13 is, in traditional tarot and any tarot, is the death card, is about transformation, is about, again, that tearing down in order for something to be rebuilt. It's not necessarily tower energy. It is something that just very clearly, something ends for something to begin. So we have that number going on, and that is where that full moon is. Now, The full moon is squared with Jupiter, which is in Aries. Aries is the fire sign. Aries is the god of war. Jupiter is a very good planet, is a planet of good fortune. And squares mean that they're kind of opposing each other. So we've got this wanting to tear down in order for things to happen. So there's a little opposition, so it could be a very strong energy. Now it is trining with Mars in Taurus and Uranus in Taurus. So that's where they get together and they're kind of like, hey, we're going to help you. That's good buddy type of energy. That's let's move. So Mars again is it the Rome? Okay, Aries I think is Greek and Mars is Roman. Same, or vice versa. Same energy, god of war type of energy. Uranus is expect the unexpected. So there's just this type, and they're kind of getting together and they're really pushing the full moon to kind of do some things that, they're supporting the full moon in doing some things that may be very unusual and maybe a little bit surprising. The thing that I really want to talk about is that the full moon, Capricorn, is conjunct with Pluto in Capricorn. Okay, so that means that they are putting pressure on each other. That means that they are really trying to make their point. They are really trying to get things done, and it's like this very explosive energy. Pluto, Capricorn. It's like this is our moment. This is our stand. Okay, nice thing. Venus is trined with Saturn, so that's a very good energy. That's on July 13th also. So that's Venus in Gemini does gentle that Saturn in Aquarius, and then Venus in Gemini squares with Neptune. So there's on the 14th. So there's some little interesting stuff going on, but I'm really interested more in the 13th with that full moon. Now the full moon also is a time, and I say this is where we release, relinquish, and request. It's release what's holding us back, those tethers, those cords, relinquish what we don't need. So that's where we consciously make a decision saying enough is enough. I don't want this anymore. I am letting it go. And we request what we do need or what would be positive for us. So you can start doing that type of energy 3 days before, 3 days after. I really like doing it, say, like the day before and the day of and the day after. So in this case, it would be the 12th, 13th, and 14th. I do not worship the moon. I look at it as a divine creation. And many, many scriptures, whatever, say, look to the heavens. So let's see. So that 13th energy could be extremely powerful. It could be very revealing. Could be very, like I said, very, kind of explosive type of energy. Okay, I'm not talking physically, I'm talking metaphysically. Okay, let's see what we have now using the Waite Rider, or Rider Waite, maybe it's easier for me to say it that way, tarot cards. Let's see. Remember, I did tell you I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power. So not really responsible for what can come out of my mouth. I try not to overthink it because that's when I kind of can mix the message up a little bit. So let's just see what we have for this week, 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th. Here we go. Generally just do 3 cards. Anything reversed, to me, has a little bit more oomph, so it's kind of like pay attention to it. Court cards have dual energy, so page, underlying energy, regardless of what it says, is our earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Knights are our fire energies, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Queens are our water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and the king has our air energy or sword energy, and that would be Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. So let's see what we have here. First card. So we have the 8 of Rods. Rods is fire energy. Rods is our our Aries, our Leo, and our Sagittarius. Remember, there is some stuff going on with Aries energy right now. This is passionate, very burning, very determined energy, very committed energy. This has a lot of things going on. Now, could this be something to do with the solar flares that we've been having? Something called CMEs that we've been having, and I don't know enough about that. The Schumann resonance, this is like the electricity, the fire, things are flying, things are just really not necessarily stable, not necessarily unstable either. It's just, there's just so much, there's too much. The energies are just flying around. So there could be a lot of activity going on. I do feel that there could be activity that we actually see going on. What does that mean? I don't know yet. It just is there. It's just a lot of activity. The electricity is in the air. The fire's in the air. Electricity is more with our air energies, but I do feel that this has a lot of things in the air. Now, 8s have unlimited possibilities, unlimited opportunities. Things can be happening. There's a lot of coming and going. It could be for really great things. It could be for not so great things. It could be for both. But there's a lot of comings and goings this week. So let's see what we've got here. Okay, now this is reversed. This is a 4. Now, 4 of Cups. 4s have stability. It has leadership. It has also organization. Now, this has an interesting, there's different ways to read this. I always look at this as the in-between energies. It's kind of like I'm not necessarily happy with where I'm at. I'm not necessarily ready to take on anything more. So to me, it's kind of this in-between, this waiting. I have to wait. I have to see. I'm not, where am I going with any of this? Again, Cups is our Cancer, our Pisces, Scorpio. So we're in Cancer. Neptune is in Pisces, and we've got, the south nodes are in Scorpio. So there is a lot of that water energy. And the moon is, the moon energy does affect the water signs. It affects the world's waters. It affects us. We have a lot of fluid in our own body. So, there is that gravitational. But this is, again, there's a lot going on, and we may be in a position where we're kind of like, I don't even know what's going on. I don't know which way to go. I'm not necessarily happy with where I'm at. I'm kind of judgmental with where I'm at, and I'm not necessarily ready to move on. Or I might be ready to move on. It's just that the circumstances aren't. So let's see what we've got here. Well, we come back to we come back to Wands. So we have an 8, 4, and a 1. Ace is a 1. New beginnings, new starts. Wands is, again, that fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Ace of Wands is something exciting happening, something positive. Well, we hope that it's positive. It can be challenging, but it's something that we really want to go after. So while there's a lot of activity, we may be in, the world may be kind of in a state of flux, in a state of which way do I go? There's so many wonderful possibilities, so much excitement that's about to happen. There's things that, and remember, we're about to, not quite, but we will be, what is it, the 22nd? We will be going into Leo season. So we could be feeling the energies, the possibilities, the positivities, okay? So things are, there's activity, there is more to come, positive energy to come. We're just kind of, the world is just kind of in a state of flux, is kind of in a state of, I don't even know which way I'm going, okay? And the 8 of Rods is also, am I coming or am I going? So there's a state of confusion. It's not necessarily an easy state. You have to always remember to have that hope and to remember that there is always another possibility. And again, I always say this, no matter what's going on in the universe or the world, we have to live our lives the best we can. And we are the light workers. We are the ones that really kind of chose to be here at this time, the star seeds. Okay, let's go on to my Colette Baron read. I said it right, the Good Tarot. Higher power. What else would you like? What else would you like everyone, our group, our people to know? What is happening this week? What's happening, especially with that full moon? This full moon. Okay, normally I just pull one card, but I feel like pulling 3. So let's go, put these here. Let's see what we have from the Colette Baron Reed Good Tarot. put that up there. First card. So I do believe that these are all going to be reversed, but let's see. So now we have the Queen of Earth. The Queen again, underlying energy is that water energy, that Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Very caring, very loving. But the Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, is down to earth, is grounded, is very much, hey, we've got to take care of business. It is about our job, money, career. It could be also about our home. The Queen of Earth, it needs to take care of business. The Queen of Earth is saying we need to take care of the people, the people that look up or report up. So there is, the Queen of Earth also wants life to be better and wants to provide a better life for her subjects, if you want to even say. This is not necessarily the divine feminine, but it does not mean that it does not have that divine feminine touch. Okay, but it is somebody who might be in leadership. It might be somebody who has it doesn't necessarily have to be a female, but it does have to be someone that has a very caring attitude, a very nurturing attitude. And this is this could be the earth energy itself wanting to take care of her people. Okay, but in a very positive way. She wants to make sure that there's a roof over their heads, their money. There's a sense of security with the Queen of Earth. Okay, next card. The Six of Water. Now the six, again, six is the number of man. This would be the Six of Cup. This would be the Queen of Pentacles. This would be the Six of Cups. This is number of man. It's the energies you put into it. The Six of Water is a nostalgia card. The Six of Water is like looking back and saying, oh, can't we go back to happier times? Can't we go back to when things were easier? The thing about the Six of Cups is that, we look at this through a rose-colored glass, okay? It's not necessarily the truth, and things were hard at that time. It's just that maybe we're just a little more tired, so they seem a little sweeter, okay? But the thing about the Six of Water, it's emotional. It wants to go back. It's kind of like, I'd rather, again, maybe that's Saturn in Aquarius, I'd rather be living in an illusion than living with the truth. So interesting with that, whatever that is going to happen. Now let's see, again, reversed again. Now we have a 17. So we have a 1. So let me show you these cards a little bit more because, okay, there's the Queen of Earth, standing regal, standing firm, very earth energy. There is the Six of Water, wishful, wanting to go back, wanting more, wanting to live in a time where maybe our blindfolds were on. And then we have the Star. Okay, this is a major arcana card. This is a 17, so we have a 1, which is a new beginning again. 7, which I look at as the divine umbrella, the divine protection. Sometimes it's the divine intervention. A lot of times it's the divine interference. You add the 1 and 7 together, it is that 8, which unlimited opportunities. Now this is the Star. Did I say the sun? I mean the star. The Star. And the Star is all about hope. Hope for tomorrow. Things are going to get better. And that would go really along with this Ace of Wands. Things are better. Things are getting better. Make a wish upon it. You always have to have hope. So something's going on. These two cards, like I said, a lot of activity, are we coming, are we going? Things kind of feeling a little bit in confusion. Should put these down. Just not necessarily knowing where we stand, not knowing where we sit even, kind of like, what is the heck going on? But yet there is the promise and the possibility of something very positive happening. Grounding energy, nurturing energy, thinking back again to that past in a little bit of a, more of a melancholy or nostalgic type of energy here. But then we have the Star, which is full of hope, which is full of promise, which is full of just keep believing and, as I'm always saying, and just stay shining, okay? So let's go on. Please remember, like I said, if you cross-watch, the number to bypass all of this will be in the description. But remember to like, share, subscribe. That's the only way that in a comment. Let me know, because I have many people out there that give me different readings, which I am, I am fine with. So comment, let me know. But let's get the channel moving. Let's get the channel growing, please. And I really appreciate all of you who do that. And I do appreciate the people that have been noticing that I'm letting the silver come out in my hair. However, it is a process. And so we will see. My hair kind of have little differences too, but thank you for noticing. Also, anything else? Oh, I have had a couple of updates in my computer. I do try to check for the sound. Let me know. Okay? Let me know if it's not working. Every time I fix it, and they update, I'm always like, how did I update that the first time around? So anyway, why don't we get started on our real readings? Thank you. Hello, my Virgos. Do not let this full moon knock you off your feet, okay? It can actually be used for some really big positive changes for you, but the energies are going to be so strong that you, being my spiritual ones, might just kind of want to just stay home, maybe, watch some movies and get in bed, okay? Don't let it, ride the wave. And just, if you need to cry, have some tears, have some crying, have some time for yourself. Good self-care for you. Love yourself, and just know that this is actually, this is a time of like major transformation, and it's going to put you in a better space. Okay? So just ride the waves with this a little bit. If you're feeling that way. If you're feeling great, then you go ahead and you feel great. Now, the Eight of Michael's been popping up a lot, and that just flew out of the deck. So Michael is our air energy, our sword energy, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. So it is thought processes, thinking things through. It does make it feel like the walls might be coming in a little bit on you. The thing is, you just have to not be paralyzed by fear, okay, or the emotions. I just feel like for you, my Virgos, that, oops, and here's another card. Oh, a couple of cards there. I just feel like you just, ride the wave with this full moon, okay? It's going to pass, and again, what comes out of it is going to be really positive, I think, for my Virgos, okay? Keep that as your light at the end of that tunnel. Anyway, the Eight of Michael is you can be free, make a courageous choice to change your situation, not seeing things clearly. So I kind of, this is just kind of that, that thing like, oh, what's going on? What's going on? I can't, I can't move. Where can I go? What can I do? The thing is, you can move. You can make some choices. You can move forward. Sometimes a choice not to move, sometimes not moving is also a choice. Sometimes waiting things out. Sometimes it's also, you don't have to be this bold person. At the same time, my Virgos, you don't have to necessarily demonstrate your vulnerability. You may be feeling it, but you don't have to share that with people that may not necessarily understand or be helpful with it. Okay, so next. So yeah, it does feel emotional, but again, I do feel that this is going to, it's going to make some positive changes for you. Anyway, 9 has, you've got everything you need. Wrap it up. Don't worry so much about it. This is Archangel Raziel. This is Epiphany. This is also the Hermit. The Hermit is the man with the big, the cape with the hood, with the light to show his way, and also the staff to guide his way. Okay, so the Hermit is one that goes and separates for a little bit of time to connect with higher power, to do some self-healing, to really kind of get regrounded, kind of see what the path is, a very spiritual energy. Epiphany, now this is, like I said, Hanged Man. This is Archangel Raziel. Raziel was back with the Magician, where it said you have everything you need, you can make things happen. Now, this is where the Hanged Man, the Epiphany, is where you need to just take time to, to figure out what it is you want to make happen. But Epiphany to me also is a light bulb. All of a sudden there was an epiphany. All of a sudden there was like, I can see clearly now. All of a sudden I know what I need to do. But you need to separate a little bit of time. You need to get that spiritual cord going, that spiritual connection stronger. Joy through spiritual growth. Be a light to others. Answers that come through meditation. Meditation isn't always easy to do, and sometimes you have to be very mindful and very in the present to do this, okay? So I find that when I don't do a lot of meditation, I generally am waking up, well, I do this a lot anyway, waking up in that middle of the night, and that's when I'm just kind of like, okay, I start to think, worry, why am I waking up, what's going on? And then I just calm myself and say, okay, since we have free will, we have choices. Okay, God, Holy Spirit, Source, do what you need to do. Okay, so here we go, Epiphany. This one is the Empress, though. Now we have a 3. 3 is the power of 3. The 3 is creativity, also celebration. Okay, so this is the Empress. This is Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel is the divine messenger. I love the Empress. I think of her, regardless of where, I think of whatever deck I'm using. I've not come across a deck that I haven't. I think of her as the divine feminine energy, the divine feminine spirit, the Holy Spirit. I think of her as this one that wants to right wrongs. I feel like this, the Empress wants to put people back on track. However, it's also, or on the track that will lead to a divine guidance. However, we do have choice again. Something about choice keeps coming up for you. And sometimes we're like, nah, we'll stay here. And then the Empress, the major arcana, they honor that. They honor that. And they, okay, fine, your choice. So that's why we really need to watch our words, really need to watch what we put out, okay? All right, we went down that tangent. Anyway, the thing about the Empress, again, this is creativity. This is usually, the Empress's energies are a little bit chaotic. Not that she doesn't know what she's doing, but there's so many choices and so many possibilities and options that fit and wants to be presented to you. There's so many karmic solutions also, but it's also up to us to make some choices with it. So time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded. Luxurious or abundant resources. So after this, it's really, you are on track. You're doing what you need to do. It just feels like it's going to be a little bit of an emotional time for you with this full moon energy. And you just have to cling. You just have to kind of, okay, I'm okay. I'm, connecting. You need to claim the Empress energy. Claim that, like once you get through all of this, there's this really, I told you, this is the focus on the light that is there. This is part of that light. And also the Epiphany too. Anyway, let's see what guardian angels have for my Virgos. Interesting times. Interesting times, as always. So let's see what we've got going on. Virgo energy for my, okay, sure. That one pops. Here we go. 8 of emotion. So this is, again, that 8 energy. So you have an 8, 9, 3, 8. This is Cups energy. Cancer. We're in Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. There's a lot of Neptune's in Pisces, and there's the Scorpio South Node. Here we go. You have a deep longing for something meaningful in your life. In your heart, you know there's something more out there waiting for you in the world. It may be a time to switch careers, move to a new home or city, or initiate other important changes. Do what's right for you and seek out your magical new life. So again, there's going to be a lot of emotions happening, and it's going to, with this, the 8 of Cups, it's like there's more to come. And there is this sense of walking away from what you know and just going after what is the possibilities out there. And that could very much connect with the Empress energy. Archangel Gabriel could also be giving you some messages about that too. So let's see. So even though there's a lot churning and stirring up, there's so many possibilities out there for you too, my Virgos. And this week is what, full moon energy. This week is out there for you. Here we go. Let's see. Crystal or energy for my Virgos would be helpful for you. Here we go. So even though some of it may want you to just not, the energies may just be so big that you don't want to move, there's movement all around. Here we go. Titanium rainbow quartz. Awakening all chakras, ultimate manifestation, vibrancy. Also, it's a powerful shift. So what does this all mean, my Virgos? Let me know. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. Anyway, my Virgos, take a moment to like, share, subscribe. Click on that bell for notifications. As always, my Virgos, know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.